Welcome all. My name is Greg Higgins, Chair of the Natural Resources Commission, and I'm calling this public meeting to order at 7 p.m. on June the 3rd, 2020. The Commission will review wetland filings under the Massachusetts Wetland Protection Act and the Concord Wetlands Bylaw. Discussion at tonight's meeting will be limited to regulatory matters only. We are recording this, and if you wish to record this, please let the chair know. In accordance with the Commonwealth of Massachusetts Executive Order of March 12, 2020, suspending certain provisions of the open meeting law, we are conducting this meeting virtually. To ensure public access to the deliberations of the meeting, the public may access this call through video conferencing or telephone. Following the presentation of a petitioner and questions from the commission, members of the public will have the opportunity to ask questions and provide public comment. If you wish to provide feedback, you will need to raise your hand. And I might say you might go into the comment chat section and put your chat in that you have a question, and we will. No, we won't do it that way. Okay,
We don't have a chat feature.
Oh, too bad. Okay, so raise your hand. You're gonna have to turn your video on so we can see you. If you are video conferencing, go to the participants tab at the bottom of the screen and click it on. Once the window is open, go to the bottom and click the raise hand. The chair will call on you, and your mic will be unmuted by the host. Please identify yourself with name and address for the record. You can also raise your hand by your phone by dialing *9. If you haven't already done so, please identify yourself on the screen. You do this, well, you've all done this, correct? All video screens will be turned off with the exception of the commission, Delia, and the current petitioner. Once the commission has acted on an application, the petitioner is free to leave the meeting. Screen sharing will not be permitted unless absolutely necessary. All votes will be held by roll call. In the event that this meeting is Zoom bombed and we're unable to control the meeting, get control of the meeting back, all matters on the agenda that have not been heard will be automatically extended to the following meeting. I think that does it. So, first things on the agenda are the minutes from April 1. Does anyone, I read them, I didn't have anything that I was worried about. Does anybody else have anything?
No comments.
Look good to me.
Nope, no comments.
Why don't we jump on a motion and get that done with?
I move that we approve the minutes of April 1, 2020 as written.
Second.
Okay, that was Nick seconding and Lynn making the motion.
Correct.
I'll roll call. Nick, what say you?
Aye.
Ed?
Aye.
Lynn?
Aye.
And I am aye as well. Okay, we have a couple opens and continued. Somebody make a motion, please.
Yeah, this is Lynn Huggins. I move that we open and continue to June 17, 2020 without discussion. 150 Garfield Road, DEP file number 1371524. Let's see, 22A and 25A Silver Hill Road, DEP file number 137, and to my knowledge, don't have a DEP file number. We should probably just.
That's fine. Continue both of them to June 17th.
Yep, and then
That's the motion.
we're also then, that was open and continue. So should we
Correct.
pause there and vote or continue?
Let's pause there and vote. And yeah, we usually don't jump them all together. So
Yep.
I have that motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
Nick seconds. All those in favor, Lynn?
Aye.
Ed?
Aye.
Nick?
Aye.
And I am aye as well. That's unanimous. All right, motion to continue without discussion this evening. We have several.
I'll move to continue to June 17, 2020 without discussion. 43 Old Bedford Road, DEP file number 1371504, and 141 Comerford Road, DEP file number 137 yet to be assigned.
Right.
And one more.
Oh.
Looks like it.
Yep. Thank you.
So there's 42 Shore.
Yep. 42 Shore Road, DEP file number 137, again, not yet assigned.
Second.
That was seconded by Ed.
Wait a minute. Up.
Oh.
And,
Oh.
no, okay.
No, the other one goes on. The other one goes to July.
We're good. Yep.
Okay, we have a motion. We have it seconded. All those in favor, Nick,
Aye.
Ed,
Aye.
Lynn,
Aye.
I as well. Okay, now let's continue the one that goes to July,
Okay.
please.
So I move that we continue to July 1st, 2020 without discussion, notice of intent application for 1134 Main Street, DEP file number again, not yet assigned.
Second.
Ed seconded it first, but they tried. All those in favor, Nick,
Aye.
Ed,
Aye.
Lynn,
Aye.
and I am I as well. Thank you. All right, that takes care of that application. All right, so now we move right along to the continuance of DEP file number 1371522.
Greg,
Excuse me?
I'm sorry, could I just pause for a second? I've got a couple of emails from people who are unable to join. So would you mind if we just pause for a second so we can make sure that they are getting in?
All right, let's do that. Judy may be one of them, eh?
Judy's trying a different computer.
Ah.
Yeah.
Do we know what the issue is? I mean, are people,
So the issue is that the meeting links to the 520 meeting, but it is the same link as it was. It's the same link as it was for this meeting as well.
Delia, the email you sent out at the last minute with a link, that one worked for me. The one that was in the agenda did not work. So you might resend that to whoever needs it.
I've done that. Thanks, Ed.
Okay.
We have a couple of call-ins. Greg, you might want to ask them to identify themselves.
yes, please, if Michelle, could we get, it would be, we'd like your first and last name if we could, please, folks. You know, Ryan in Concord is Ryan Kane, but I assume, Jesus.
So there are two call-ins, 978-369.
Thank you, Michelle. 2527 is the one.
If you want to just identify yourself, 978-369-2527.
*9 and you could talk. I can hear you. I can hear somebody.
Okay, I think they disappeared, so 978.
No, they're still here.
Oh,
they're
right,
still here.
up here.
If your telephone number is 978-369-2527, would you please press *9 and give us
To
your name,
speak.
please? And
You
just
just need
speak.
to speak.
Just speak. You're activated.
Okay, hello, can you hear me?
I can.
Okay, it's Clarice Gordon. Unfortunately, the Zoom had a date of the 20th, May 20th, instead of today's date. Otherwise, I
So
would have
Claire,
been on
it's
Zoom.
the same link. If you just can shoot me an email, I will resend the link to you.
Okay,
I'm not sure why it didn't work, but it's the same link as the May 20th.
okay, my email is cbgordon@comcast.net.
Okay, one second.
But do we have a problem here? If people can't get in, they may just give up and wanted to get on. That's,
Yeah, because,
can we make that, can we correct that somehow on the website
Yes,
at this point?
yes, I can.
yeah,
do that.
I tried numerous times and it kept coming back with the date of 5/20/2020.
That's odd because it's the same number. I mean, the same code, link. But
Well,
it's happening to
never-
a lot of people. You're not alone, please. You're not alone.
Okay, okay, good.
We are in no way. That's right. Hi, Judy.
Hi, I had the same problem Claire did. Sorry I'm late, but hopefully.
You're
no
not
one-
late if you had that problem. I'm concerned about this being an open meeting if we've had, in effect, the doors locked for the first 10 minutes. We haven't actually done anything that has a discussion in it, and we're just about to start that. But can we make that change back? I don't know, what do some of the commissioners think about this?
I think we need to make sure that everyone who wants to enter the meeting can enter the meeting.
Yeah,
How do
I
we
agree.
do that if they've tried for 10 minutes and just gave up?
Do we have evidence of that, Greg?
Pardon?
Do we have evidence that people have left the meeting?
No, but I mean, if Judy,
You wouldn't.
yeah, you wouldn't know,
That's fair.
and, they maybe thought we didn't have a meeting, we've canceled it
Yeah.
or something. Although it does speak, because I was there, it does speak that this is the June 3rd meeting.
Oh, mine didn't.
No, I'm not saying that's what popped
Yeah.
up. I'm saying that the agenda that you got that from, I was
Yes.
there earlier, said June
Yes.
3rd.
Yes.
Greg, when I clicked on the link that's on the agenda about 2 or 3 times, and each time it came up the May 20th. And
Exactly.
I couldn't, and there was no one to let me in. So that I think that is a concern.
So Claire, I've sent you an email so that you should come
Okay.
in.
Yes, I have it now. Okay, I will try that.
What's your sense, Lynn?
So I not being able to see how many people, Delia, were also potentially trying to get in who have now
Okay.
left the meeting. That's my concern, and I don't have any way to see that, engage that.
Right.
And neither do I. I mean, if people are not able to get into the meeting, they won't enter the waiting room. So I've received emails from Claire, from Rich Kirby from LEC.
These are people who couldn't get in?
And I believe they're all in now.
Yeah. But if you're a citizen, from Elm Street, you don't know your email address to get in. I think we're in trouble on this.
I just don't know what kinds of hoops we can require. There's certain people who are familiar with the process and would know the steps to take to reach out.
Yeah.
The people who don't, who may be interested in an applicant project, that concerns me.
So Greg, there's a hand up from somebody, Sage Sluter, GPI.
Please, you activate their mic.
I just thought I'd let you know that I did have the bad link as well in the PDF that I received, but I was able to just use the code and the password, and that worked
Yes.
fine.
Yeah, if you
And
did the
so-
manual, so you manually came in rather than use the link.
Yeah, so I mean,
Yeah.
it wasn't a big real hurdle. So I mean, for people who are trying to get in, if they just try the link, then that wouldn't work. But the code and the other stuff worked fine.
Yeah,
Thank you,
I appreciate that. I think the concern is that many citizens may not be as familiar on how Zoom works to know to do that.
I kind of think we're in trouble, guys. And we got to figure a way to work out of this. we need at least 48 hours notice to reschedule, yes? Couldn't do that until probably tomorrow. So that who was that?
Hi. What we were able to get into using the link didn't work, but putting the ID in manually was able to work with the password.
Yeah, thank you, Michelle. What do you think, folks?
I have a suggestion beyond today's problem. In case this should occur again, perhaps the agenda at the top, it should have some way that a person who's having trouble getting in can call some number or send an email someplace so that we will know if we have a problem next time.
Yeah, or at least I haven't got it in front of me, but at least say if this link doesn't work, use this code here and here's how you do it. I think that would have helped these folks. And obviously people that are accustomed to Zoom and do it all the time probably, you know, are savvy to that, or some people just have an intuition of how to do it.
Well, we can't prove a negative, so we
can't prove a negative.
No.
So I think we've got to look at next week. And I have to apologize to all of you who are on, and certainly all those with petitions who are all geared up to speak this evening. But I think we're going to have to.
So I would just,
regroup.
for the commission's consideration, I would just, you know, the phone numbers as well as the video link is provided. So anybody who was unable to join through the video link, and there are 31 people on the call right now.
Yeah.
The phone number is provided, and so people could call in, as Claire did and some others did. And
Yeah.
so I think you're probably okay to proceed because there were alternate means of getting access into the meeting.
I'm okay with that.
You know, and I might be if we didn't have an issue on the agenda that clearly has a significant community interest.
Yeah.
If we had a series of private, small projects, I don't know if that's a fair distinction, but I'm concerned that here we do have an interest of an item with fairly high public interest. To go through the effort of holding a meeting to have a challenge to the meeting it's a tough situation to be in. And I'm not faulting anyone. It's just the reality of this weird moment we're in time.
Yeah.
Being a lawyer, I can't help but be conservative and cautious.
You're making me side with a lawyer, Lynn. This is difficult for me.
People hate me for that.
I don't think it matters whether it's somebody who wants to walk a dog on our property and wants to petition in front of us versus the town site that we're going to talk about tonight. I think the question is, do we feel confident that if somebody let's face it, the link is the easy man's way in. It's a facilitator. If we didn't have links and we were 3 or 4 years ago doing this, they would have to dial in the numbers and people would realize that. But I think we're in trouble. I think I'm. Do I think most people probably got in and we're okay? Yeah, but I don't know that, and I think as chair, I got to know that. So. I think I've just got to ask that we adjourn this to a future date.
So Greg, can I just point out there are 2 hands raised. Mary Hartman has got her hand up and John Conley.
Whichever one you open first is fine with me.
Mary?
I'll go first. Hi. I can't prove that people aren't getting in, but I'm missing some people in the roster here that I expected would be at this meeting because I know this is a high interest topic for them. So, and I do know that they're challenged as far as technology. So that's concerning me right now.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I think that's exactly the point, Mary,
Yeah.
that we just don't know, And people may have thought they were coming on, but decided to go out for a walk, but we don't know that. So.
Right. Right.
And there was somebody else that wanted to speak?
Mr. Conley?
John, please.
This is John Conley. Well, it sounds like you're making your decision cautiously and probably wisely. I was simply going to offer that these kind of problems are so typical of the zillions of Zoom meetings happening today, and people
Right.
call in on the phone numbers. That's why we get so many phone calls. But I defer to your judgment.
Yeah. I think you're right, John. I think most likely most people would understand how to do that, but you would feel badly, I'm sure, if you wanted to listen to one of the items and you thought you did everything you were supposed to and said, oh, they must have postponed the meeting, to find out a decision was made or, the ball was kicked down the field. I just think, I don't want to, I mean, I'd love to get this off today, but I'm sorry. That's my feeling. And I got to make that call, and I'm making it. When do we want to take 2 minutes and discuss what our availability is next week, and then offer that to the people that are on here as petitioners to see if they can make it at that time and try to, or is that just like, herding cats and we should do that
Well, and I
offline?
think so Greg, I would ask, to Delia, do we know, having had that experience of conflicts in the meeting schedule, what else is on the plate next week? And
next week, I'm thinking next week, not next meeting.
No, I understand next week. So do we know? Oh, you're thinking not next week. You want to kick it out.
No, I want to kick it to next week, which doesn't have a meeting date.
Right, okay.
So that we don't run into a double billing.
Right, so I don't know if Delia right now knows, regardless of whether we get it.
Well, it can't be on June 11th because that's the town election day.
So we could do a week from today, we could do June 10th. That is clear. That's next Wednesday.
How does that set with folks? First, how does that set with the commission? Let's see if
It's okay.
Yeah, that works.
Works for me.
Nick?
Yes, fine.
Okay. Now, can I ask the petitioners out there first, at least, does that work for you? Is Ryan or Kate or whoever's speaking for the town, would that work for, I mean, apologize, guys, but I think we're doing the right thing here. Would that work for you guys?
Yeah, I'm sorry. This is, hi. Now everything went black. Hi, Kate Hodges. I'm a deputy
Kate.
town manager. Did you say Monday or Tuesday?
No, June 10.
Oh, it's like a whole nother.
That's a week. Next week.
That's next week.
Well,
Sorry.
we meet on Wednesdays. We sort of, people, it's a trip hammer thing, getting ready.
Yeah, so we have an issue because the trustees of town donations meet that evening, and both Ryans and I are there to talk about the Sawyer Trust money. So I don't know how long that would take. Maybe we're not first.
So Kate, what about Tuesday, the 9th?
That's fine, and Monday is also fine. Sorry, we don't have a whole ton of night meetings, but that seems to be the one day we do.
Oh, no, hey, that's why we're asking. Got it, Monday or Tuesday, what does the commission think?
Either day.
Oh,
Tuesday is fine for me.
Tuesday is better for you, Lynn?
Tuesday is the best day for me.
Let's do Tuesday, if that's okay. So, okay, Kate, then the town is taking care of 42 Birch. Who's here for that? Hope they're on.
Yep.
I am.
Hi, Rich. Would
Because
that
I'm
work for you?
eating dinner.
Would next, good for you. Would next Tuesday work for you?
Yes, in fact, I was hoping it wouldn't be Wednesday because I have another hearing in Dover that night. So Tuesday's perfect. Thank you for asking.
No, I think we're trying to work it out. In 396 Great Meadows. Who's here for that? Is that Molly?
I am here, yes.
Can you make next Tuesday?
This is for the meeting instead of tonight.
You got it.
Next Tuesday, I think that works for me, yes.
Okay.
And then I have other people here on the call
Well, just call their name out and let them poll if they want to kick in. I don't want, I'm trying to work this out for the best. We're going to have to make a call, but I hope we can get all things. Gail?
This is Gail Alden. I can
Yes.
meet next Tuesday at 7.
And
Okay.
this is John Conley. I can also meet next Tuesday.
Okay, then I guess that's the way we go. Any other thoughts from anybody? I'll let anybody open up. Seeing none, let's do a motion and continue this to the 10th at 7 p.m.
Sorry, I do have one thought, Greg. There are 2 permits that are up for close and issue and a certificate of compliance. Does the commission want to just issue those so that those permits can be?
Yeah, I don't see why that should be an issue tonight.
Yeah.
I think we can do that. Thank you for bringing that up. Why don't we just get a motion and get that underway?
So the first
Just everybody on this call understand we're continuing until next Tuesday. You don't need to hang around for this mundane activity that we do, but, well, it's not really mundane, but it sounds like it. Go ahead, Lynn.
Well, Lynn Huggins, I was just going to make a motion that we adjourn the issues that were to be discussed as continuances this evening to June 9th at 7 o'clock.
Second.
All those in favor, Lynn?
Aye.
Ed?
Aye.
Nick?
Aye.
Judy?
Aye.
And I am aye as well. What you're saying is that gives us the opportunity to finish our job.
Correct. We have not closed out the meeting. We'll continue with some other business that we are able to continue with in this forum.
Good move. Good move.
Okay, now do we need to do the same thing with the new applications, or by regulations, we have another week to do those hearings?
I think it would just make sense to continue them out. We've got the applicant's consent to do so.
Okay.
I thought that's, I'm sorry, I thought that's what my motion just.
That's what she just did.
Right.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I misunderstood. I was looking at just continuances.
I was too.
Not at the new applications to be heard, because those hearings haven't been opened yet.
Well, we
moved
earlier in the meeting, you weren't there, Judy. We did all of that when you weren't on. We took care of all that. So we opened and continued all of those in sequence. So that was done earlier. That's a good point. That you didn't hear that. So that confused you. No,
yeah.
I think Lynn's motion was fine. It was seconded. It was unanimous. I think we're in good stead. I think I need somebody to give me some motions on the closing issues, and we can move this agenda along.
I make a motion to close an issue. Mary Ann Thompson Architects, 261 Park Lane, DEP file 1371523.
Lynn Huggins, I'll second.
What say you, Ed?
Aye.
Nick?
Aye.
Lynn?
Aye.
Judy?
Aye.
And I am aye as well. Keep it rolling, Judy. You're doing a good job.
Escobedo, Reynolds is off.
Okay. I make a motion to close an issue for Escobedo on 188 Fairhaven Road, DEP file 1371526.
Second.
What say you, Lynn?
Aye.
Ed?
Aye.
Nick?
Aye.
Judy?
Aye.
And I am aye as well. Certificate of compliance, Garofalo at 51 Coolidge Road.
Coolidge Road. I move that we issue a certificate of compliance, DEP file number 1371288.
Second.
That Ed seconded it. What say you, Nick?
Aye.
Ed?
Aye.
Lynn?
Aye.
Judy?
Aye.
And I am aye as well. Administrative approvals, Tyson at 701 Bedford Street.
Reynolds certificate of
Reynolds is off.
Reynolds is off. We're not doing it, Nick. Thank you, but we're not. I got message we weren't doing that one. Administrative approvals. What's going on at 701 Bedford Street?
So we have two, one at 701 Bedford and 22 Monson Road. That they straddle the property line there. Two trees, one hemlock, one pine that the property owners would like to remove. They're in deteriorating condition. We received information from an arborist on those, and each homeowner is willing to plant 2 native shrubs to replace those 2 trees taken out, or 1 tree on each of their properties.
Anybody have an issue with that?
Nope.
Nope.
I have a motion.
I move that we approve administrative approvals for 701 Bedford Street and 22 Monson Road, both tree removals.
Second?
That was Judy seconding. What say you, Nick?
Aye.
Ed?
Aye.
Judy?
Aye.
Lynn?
Aye.
And I am aye as well. I think that was great. A good suggestion, by the way, Delia. At least we got rid of that.
That was Karen. Karen reminded me to.
Well, Karen,
Thank
what do you
Karen.
know?
A gold star for Karen.
Exactly, exactly. We're done, guys. I think I need a motion unless somebody else.
I move that we adjourn.
Second?
That was Lynn and Judy. All those in favor, Nick?
Aye.
Ed?
Aye.
Lynn?
Aye.
Judy?
Aye.
And I'm aye as well. Thank you all that are still on there. Appreciate it. But we can't run a meeting that we can't be confident in having everyone gotten notice. See you all on the 9th at 7 o'clock. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thanks all.